everyone. Well, I just did a colander pour where I tried to do all the colors of the rainbow. So with the leftover cups, paint in the cups that I had, I've stacked them and I'm going to do a straight pour for you over a square canvas. So because my paints are already mixed up, I've stacked my cup so you can see a stack of purples, reds, orange, blue. I think there is yellow in there also. So let me get my gloves and we can get started. I do try to reuse gloves and reuse some of my old paint when I get a chance. So this is just a good opportunity to try just a straight pour, straight down the middle on a square canvas. I am going to cover my canvas, even though I've got plenty of paint. It does help it to flow. I think that might be a little thick. Oh no, it's good. Especially on the edges. Do want to make sure I have the edges covered. And I'm actually just going to use my stick. Take where that silicone is, cut it through, and it actually acts to mix some of your paints. So some of the paint in there is going to look a little mixed, and that's okay. We're doing a straight pour. Straight pours are not fancy, but sometimes they end up with really great designs. All right, here we go. Straight pour. See some chunks. I'm going to have to grab those. Yes, I actually filtered this paint several times, and it still came out awfully chunky. So I do not actually promote any particular brands. If you have a pouring medium that you want to mix up that's just glue and water, that works just fine. But if you're using craft paints, you do not want to mix it with Liquitex pouring medium. It gives you all these chunks. Now we may get a grand design just from pulling the chunks out of this one. Looks like tree rings. Nothing's muddy yet, but we do have a lot of rings. I'm going to let it rest and spread out so I can see where some of those chunks are. And I always keep tweezers. Let me actually torch it a little bit. Now remember, I put a little bit of silicone in there. That's going to pop up with a couple cells here and there because it is not spread out. It's in big chunks somewhere in here. And I wanted to have a base on my canvas also because you don't want your silicone to touch your canvas. Starting to come over on this side, I don't want that. Trying to get some silicone to come up through first before I start stretching. We're going to get some pour over. Let me move this in a little bit. All right, let me start getting rid of some of these layers on the outside edge. I'm going to stretch this middle out a little bit. I'm going to walk it down this way a little bit. And here we go. Let's go over that edge there. Ooh, yes. Bringing it back to the middle. I am starting to see some of those chunks. These tweezers are, I've seen better days. Oh, I can't get a hold of it. There we go. Now I don't want to mess up this paint that's fallen over because I am planning on some jewelry pieces. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll grab those, like some of these are nice and turquoisey, put those with some resin. Even if I have a background that's cardboard, it doesn't matter. Or no background at all, because it's paint which dries into a plastic sheet, so it's actually kind of nice. All right, we're finding lots of these. Oops, get that one off of there. Oh my. All right, let's hope that doesn't mess up how it dries. I'm trying to go this way next. Actually, I'm going to go this way because I do want to stretch some of that red out. So let's bring the weight back toward the middle and down that way. And I don't want all the red to go off. There you go. Because see, I want to stretch some of it out. I want that blob gone. I don't like it. But I do like this purple. Go that way. Go, go, go. Oh my. It looks like a galaxy almost. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to bring you in a little closer so you can see what's going on with this. It is turning out wonderful. This one is going to turn out really nicely. I see some cells coming up, but not many. That's all right. But I do see some great, I don't know if you can tell this marbling that I'm seeing. And I am loving that. I don't even know how I got that, but I like it. Sometimes those surprises are the best.